Well, hello, people of the internet. This here is the Mount Tallac trailhead, South Lake Tahoe. Tallac is one of the highest mountain peaks in the Tahoe Basin, and I'm going to attempt to get to the top. Wish me luck. It's a long ways. I am not doing any snowshoes today. I do have crampons in the backpack and the ice axe, but the snow is really firm. And so I think I'm just going to attempt to get there in the nude. If that means no snowshoes. All right, 1 mile in. Here's the sign for Tallac Trailhead. Over here, you can see Fallen Leaf Lake. And then right behind me, on this side, is the top of Mount Tallac. It looks really grand from right here, a long ways. Well, we are popping up the trail out of snow line or tree line. Now you can really see the mountainside here in all of its glory. Looks pretty awesome. And then we found someone else too. You have to be a lot more careful without the snowshoes. You don't really have the spikes with unlimited grip. And this would be quite the tumble. All right. Just this left. No big deal. Time to throw in the crampons. Never used these before, so it'll be good practice. This is your heel and then your toe. So let's see if we can get them on. No problem with one. All right, we got both crampons on. These things are intense. You definitely wouldn't want to step on anyone's toes with these suckers on. But now I think I'm all gripped up, so let's get climbing. This is steep. It's hard going. This is really intense. I've only come about this far. I can't look up, the sun's in my face. So far, the crampons are pretty sweet. It's like you have unlimited grip. I'm not sure if I like them more than the snowshoes, but it's something that's different. And as long as the snow stays firm, I guess the crampons would probably be better because they're just more like spikes gripping in. You guys don't know how cool and exhilarating this is. I mean, this is like a cliff, just a drop. Oh man. Definitely want the crampons for this and the ice axe just in case. Like, that is a straight down slope. I don't know if the camera gets in the slope. Maybe when it's like this, along the edge. I'm gonna go over these rocks over here. All right, let's keep it going. I'm almost to the top. This is a short axe and it's like kind of the right length. Kind of time standing on the sides of these mountains. It's just like on the edge, really. The edge of the world. And everything else tends to not be as important. I think we're all somewhat delusioned in this country, in this society. Your value is completely based on your income and your job title. And that stuff's important for sure. And it allows for people to do adventures and do exciting things. But I think we forget about getting out of our comfort zone and just getting to our roots of nature. And that's the beauty of being out here, is everything's so raw and you're just so reliant on yourself that in a world and country where we're so taken care of, I think it's good to get out here and be in a little bit of danger, challenge yourself, and just be in a place where you know that you have to rely on your own skills and your own ability to survive. I've definitely been weak in the past, and I'm building back towards being more self-reliant and not cowardly and bold with life. I'm trying, at least. Got the top of Tallac right up there. Just coming up and over this one peak. Came along that ridge right back there. And then I just gotta do a little bit more. But check this out. This is really intense. Just these jagged rocks, and then just the mountainside just falls off. This is safer because it's all rock at least. It's kind of freaky being way up here though too. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, baby steps to being more adventurous. And this is one of them. Just like on the edge of the world. That rock down there is cool. And there's ski tracks off of this. That would be pretty fun. Ski right down. Sadly, I've got to walk. You guys really won't believe this. This is so incredible. I feel like I'm just so high in the mountains. This is so amazing. You can see Emerald Bay down there. What a nice sunny day. Look at this slope right here. I mean, technically I probably could have climbed that too. Man, this is really, really incredible. Desolation Wilderness, which I do think that's Lake Aloha way out there in the distance. This is just so different in the winter time. I mean, this is a great hike in the summer, for sure. But right now, this just feels I don't know, so incredible being up here, so alive. And just knowing that doing something that scares me, just looking at this mountaintop from the road that goes around the Tahoe. Man, I wish that others were here to share it with me, but perhaps making a video is the next best thing. So right over there, that's a ridgeline I was on for Eagle Lakes. The video I made from Emerald Bay or Eagle Lakes hike. That's so much lower than this. Sadly, I can't really stay up here that long. The sunlight's going down and I don't want to get stuck up here when it gets dark. Well, that's Mount Tallac down and dusted. And now I just gotta get down. I think I've got a lot of sun, light left. But I'm always kind of worried about getting off of the mountains with enough light out. Just being stuck up in the mountains with it getting dark is kind of a bigger fear of mine. You can see the shadows on this side of the mountain being created quickly. Over here, plenty of sun and it's high, but since it obviously sets in the west, my eastern descent is gonna get dark real quick. Just gotta get down into those woods and through them before it gets too dark. I'm actually more worried about that just because it's so icy. There's like a little mini cornice right in there. Big crack in the snow. It's like all of this up here could just let go. Let's not mess around. Well, this is icy. This is where I came up earlier. Luckily it was in the sun when I came up. All shadows now. And the light gets flat, so it's hard to tell like if it's really steep or if it's flat or not. Everything kind of just looks the same, that flat white. It would be faster, I think, to go down this way, but way too dangerous right now. I just gotta stay safe. If it takes me longer, but I take a safer route, I think that's the right choice. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So far, that little rock garden was the most frightening. I got these crampons on so tight that I can't get them back off that easily. So I just left them on and just scrambled through because this is so steep that I absolutely need these crampons to descend this. Oh man. All right, last bit of rocks. Now, I just gotta get down into these woods and then should be home free. This section isn't too steep, which is nice. Where I came up over there, that's way steeper, where I just didn't feel safe that if I start sliding that I could self-arrest. But there's no rocks all the way down this, so I feel pretty safe about it. And if it does get dark, I'm wearing my Garmin watch today. I started wearing it after probably like a couple years of it just being in storage. And only because it has a map on it. So even if it's pitch black, I got my headlamp, I can use the map function to get me to the car. Sadly, the Apple Watch doesn't really have a good back to start or map program on it. Surprisingly, because it's basically good at everything else. I always get so worried coming off of these mountains about it getting dark, and then I just flip my sunglasses up So I'm like, oh, I've still got a lot of snow. I still got a lot of light. My bad. So that's kind of where I just came down from. Really in a roundabout way, I got down from there though. And then the peak, I think over there. I don't know if you can see it. Starting to lose light, but Tahoe still has a lot of sun on it. So I think we're good. And so this is the route I took up. Super steep. So I came down over here, a lot lower and just safer. But that was fun though. So this little lake, it's all frozen solid, but means I'm about 3/4 of the way back. It's kind of sketchy out here. I know the general direction of the trail. The thing is, there's so many like footprints I'm following, and they go like in every direction, making it a bit harder to find out like what's the best way back. Well, I was talking about the Garmin watch and its map feature, and I totally took a different trail coming down, so way off the way I came up. But I was able just to look at my watch and be like, all right, I know where the trail is because like when I came up, because I could see it on my watch. I think if everyone just who did any kind of backcountry hikes just out into the wilderness, you have this watch and literally it could save your life just because it gives you a reference to where you are. And in Tahoe, there's always like search and rescue going out to look for people. If they just invest in maybe this something with a map, because your phone won't work, but the watch works off a GPS, so it'll always give you that map. It's kind of dumb not to have it. That's my opinion. All right, almost down. This is the kind of the boring part of the trail. You've got to go, I don't know, maybe 2 miles through these woods. Just coming past Fallen Leaf Lake again. You can really see this lake from the mountaintop. It's cool with the sun kind of coming down. There are houses back there too, but it's like this one-lane road and you're constantly stopping and going for traffic. I'm tired, so I'm probably gonna step in the holes. Yeah, you can see like some houses maybe, and then there's boats on the water too. Pristine. Alrighty, boys and girls, just made it back to the parking lot for Tallac. Sadly, this main road was closed, so I've still got a mile-long walk back to the car. I'm at 9 miles now, or a little bit more than 9, so I'll be a bit over 10. Solid day. And climbing one of the tallest peaks. I'm pretty proud of this. That was a mission accomplished. Something that I've been kind of scared of doing for a while. But got it completed. This was probably my favorite winter hike I've done so far. For those of you who chimed in on the live stream at the top of Tallac, that was pretty fun. I'm glad that I got to do that and you guys got to see it like in real time. So yeah, anyways, hope you have a great rest of your day and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, God willing. All right, bye.